Yo, what up, Whispers? I've been playing Killer for about 700 plus hours on Dead by Daylight, and I just want to talk about what I like about playing Killer, pretty much. If you don't want to watch the whole video, I do have timestamps if you just want to see what I like, without details. Moving on. The first thing is stress relief. Stress relief is the major thing, actually, as to why I even get on Dead by Daylight in the first place. Let's say I'm feeling really bad today, and I just want to go around killing survivors. That's literally my main reason, actually, on getting on Dead by Daylight in the first place. Is to go around just killing survivors, pretty much. So stress relieving is one of the major things that I like about Dead by Daylight. It is a stress reliever, but it can low-key also be a stress causer too if you take it really seriously when you're getting trolled and cooked by really good survivors. Reason number two, or rather the second thing I like about playing Killer in Dead by Daylight, is the perks and builds. Perks and builds are very, very pretty much the reason why Dead by Daylight is so popular is because they have these perks and builds. There's so much like things you can do with Killer, with multiple killers. You can make a slugging build, tunnel build, like a specific build, maybe like a hooking build or a hexing build, things like that. Just so many different things. You can also mix it up, of course, but it's always really fun to make like a very strong type of build for a specific play style. Those are the best, but hybrid play styles are pretty good too. There's obviously many different ways, but it's nice to stack up perks together that work well together versus perks that don't work like together. They don't work together at all. Pretty much. So that's the beauty of Dead by Daylight. Number three, there are many different unique killers. That's another reason why I like playing Killer in Dead by Daylight. There's so many different killers to choose from. You know, you got Myers, Michael Myers from Halloween. You got Ghostface, the Plague, which is like their own original killer whose basically goal is to make people infected or sick. You have the Trapper, who sets traps on the floor to catch survivors and just basically one tap them or pick them up from the trap and just easily hook them, things like that. The Wraith can cloak. The Hillbilly has a chainsaw. Zoom, zoom, zoom. The Nurse can blink or teleport, which is really pretty much one of the strongest killers in the game if played well. The Blight can run around and dash at you, etc. The list goes on, man. There's just so many killers now, especially since the Five Nights at Freddy's dropped, etc. And of course that new killer that's coming out that infects people and is able to get out of her head, get out of her body and just turn into like a head, is also pretty interesting. Anyway, moving on. The fourth thing I like about Dead by Daylight, well, I just like Sadako. Sadako the Ring. Not like about Dead by Daylight, but killers. Sadako. Yeah, she's bae. That's all I have to say about that. She's just bae. I love Sadako. That's actually my best killer and my favorite killer in the entire game. Yeah, pretty much. Very stealthy. She's a very stealthy killer. She's able to go into televisions, just teleport through the map, kind of crowd control the map, and is able to condemn people. Like they have seven stacks that you have to give them in order to basically guaranteed kill them, which is really cool after downing them instead of using hooks. There's other things you can do, obviously, with the perks and stuff like that. But yeah, anyway, Sadako is my favorite and will always be my favorite, pretty much so far. Maybe that new killer might be, maybe she'll turn into my favorite. Who knows? But I highly doubt that. But anyway, number 5, beating arrogant survivor teams. Another one I love to do on this game. When I do get on, I actually prefer playing against good players versus bad players. Going against bad players all the time can be really, really boring and underwhelming. And people who quit all the time is even worse. And that's what makes me not play the game as often. But when I do play, I love playing against those survivor teams that are very, very just very arrogant about how good they are, and they'll try to, like, play around, troll around, teabag you, all that good stuff. And you just, yeah, just beating those type of teams is the funnest thing to do in the entire game. That's the whole reason why I play. That's one of the reasons why I play. I love challenges, so that's why that resonates with me quite a bit. Anyway, number 6, chasing good survivors. Kind of like the same thing with arrogant survivor teams. Again, chasing good survivors is really fun as well. The chase sequence itself is really exciting because you're able to outwit them or try your best to outwit them. Eventually, the killer always wins those sort of chases unless the survivor is just really freaking good and the killer is just not good at all. But usually if the killer is pretty good at the game, like fundamentally, he's going to catch you every time. It's just a matter of when. And that just depends on the survivor and how good they are. Now, there are some survivors that have really good chase builds. Like, literally, they're built to chase or built to be chased. So, you're going to be dealing with those type of matchups. If you notice that this person is the type that has chase builds, you should probably go to a different survivor, low-key, because then you're just kind of wasting your time. In my opinion, because some of these, like, some of the perks in the game are built to slow you down in a way where they kind of stall for time. And that's one strategy you have to realize as a killer, is that although it's fun to chase those good survivors, some have builds that are literally meant to slow down your killing progress. So yeah, that's one thing I like about the game, is just strategy. Anyway, number 7, playing stealth killers. I love playing stealth killers. I think that's the best thing, and the reason why is because I like to jump scare people. I'm sorry, I know. I think it's fun to jump scare people. I like it, especially in Dead by Daylight. It's fun to get the drop on them. It's fun to make them go, okay, where, put them on edge. Like, oh, where is he? Where's the killer at? Oh my God. Who's the killer, guys? And it ends up being Myers. Like, oh man, it's Myers. Dude, I can't count how many times. I know this has nothing to do with playing Survivor, but as a survivor, I digress. I'm sorry. As a survivor, and I like when I go against Myers or Ghostface, the stealth killer goats, basically, you don't know if it's them, but you have a feeling it's going to be them once the moment you don't hear any terror radius or see any terror radius, if you're using the visual thing. If you don't hear or see it for a long period, it's usually gonna be them. So that's one funny thing. But it is funny to, like, well, I wouldn't say it's funny to get jump scared, but it's fun to jump scare is what I should say. And that's another reason why I like DBD. And my last reason, or rather the last thing I like about DBD or Dead by Daylight, is that I am responsible for my loss. I am responsible for losing by myself, as opposed to playing as a team or with a team as a survivor. Playing killer, like, if you're someone who wants to kind of 1v4 or just whatever, just be that one sole person that is responsible for winning, I think that's one thing I like about playing killer. It gives you that ability. It's like, oh, I lost because of myself. I didn't lose because of anybody else. I lost because of me. So it kind of teaches you this aspect of, like, man, I got to get better. I got to learn how to defeat these survivors, etc. And it kind of builds character versus, like, playing survivor in like solo queue or even in multiplayer, because now you don't feel like you're getting carried or carrying. You're just carrying yourself. You're the only load that you have to carry, and that's what makes playing killer very fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this one, because I'm going to be making a ton more like this one. You know, things I like, reasons for this and that, top 5, top 10 type of thing. We're going to be doing a lot of those videos. I'm going to try my best to make up ideas as much as possible, and of course get inspiration from other creators. That's what I did actually for this video. I actually got inspiration. I looked on my YouTube homepage and I just saw DBD. I was like, oh, well, let me make a video about DBD. Anyway, so yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comment, please, guys. I would love to hear, or not hear, but I would love to see your comments. I actually do look at my comment section a lot. So please, do me a solid and comment. Comment actually helps the channel as well. Commenting, it helps tremendously. Yeah, it does. Same thing with liking and just engagement in general. Anyway, guys, have a good one. Peace.